All right, let's dive in. Today we're tackling fixed annuities, zeroing in on the SBLI ECAccumulate, pulling from their document, SBLI ECAccumulate Fixed Annuity, Secure Retirement Growth.
Excellent choice. Lots to unpack there.
Yeah, we'll break down how it works, the guaranteed growth, death benefits, and of course those surrender charges everyone's always talking about. And naturally, we'll look at the tax implications.
Sounds good. By the end, listeners should have a good grasp on whether this annuity fits their retirement plan.
Exactly. Now, one thing that jumped out at me was this 5% free withdrawal each year. Is that too good to be true?
Well, it's a great perk, especially if you need some cash before full retirement. You get that flexibility without sacrificing the tax-deferred growth on the rest.
So it's not having your cake and eating it too.
Not quite. There are trade-offs. Going over that 5% can trigger surrender charges.
Right, those infamous surrender charges. Seems like they pop up everywhere with annuities.
Think of them as an early withdrawal penalty. If you take out, say, more than the allowed 5% per year, or surrender the annuity before a certain period, in this case, 6 years, you'll get hit with a fee.
Okay, so like a commitment then, like breaking a cell phone contract early.
Exactly. You agreed to terms, and there are consequences if you back out early.
Makes sense. But I think there are situations where those charges are waived, right?
Yes, absolutely. SBLI, like many providers, have waivers for things like terminal illness or you need to move into a nursing home. It's a safety net so you can access your money without penalty when you really need it.
That's reassuring. Now, what about this guaranteed growth for 5 years? Is it truly guaranteed? And how does it stack up against, say, the stock market?
It is guaranteed for that initial 5 years. Your money grows at a steady, predictable rate no matter what the market's doing.
Safe haven, then.
You could say that. Less potential for those huge gains you might see in the stock market, but also way less risk. It boils down to your risk tolerance and whether you prioritize growth or stability.
Right. And then there's the tax question. Annuities always boast about those tax-deferred benefits. What does that actually mean for someone planning their retirement?
Tax deferral is a huge advantage.
Yeah.
You don't pay taxes on your earnings yearly, like with regular investments. You only pay when you withdraw, ideally in retirement. This lets your money compound faster, potentially growing that nest egg.
Oh, I see.
Plus, you might be in a lower tax bracket by then, meaning you'll pay less overall. It's like letting your money grow undisturbed and then dealing with taxes later, potentially at a lower rate.
Interesting. So if you're in a high tax bracket now, but expect to be in a lower one in retirement, this could be pretty beneficial.
Exactly.
Now, before we jump into annuitization, what about that minimum premium? There's a certain amount needed to get started, right?
Yes. To open an ECAccumulate annuity, you need at least $25,000. It's a long-term investment meant for retirement. But there's flexibility on the high end. You can put in up to $1 million without special approval.
Good to know. All right, last but not least, let's talk annuitization options. What does it actually mean to annuitize?
Basically, it's turning your savings into a steady income stream. Imagine creating your own personalized pension. You have different choices, fixed period payments for, say, 10 or 20 years, or lifetime income, so you're covered for, well, life.
So a guaranteed income stream. That peace of mind must be appealing for many retirees, especially in today's world.
Absolutely. Especially for those worried about outliving their savings.
Now, is there a particular annuitization option with the ECAccumulate that stands out as, well, more popular or beneficial?
It's all catered to different needs, really. One that's often highlighted, though, is the joint life with a 100% survivor benefit. This ensures that if one spouse passes, the other continues receiving the same income payments for life.
That makes sense, especially for couples who want to ensure they're both taken care of.
Precisely. It provides that financial safety net for both partners.
So to wrap things up, we've covered quite a bit about the SBLI ECAccumulate. We've talked about the guaranteed growth, those crucial surrender charges, and the advantages of tax-deferred growth. And, of course, we delved into annuitization options.
Lots to consider, but I think the key takeaway is that this annuity could be a valuable tool for retirement planning, especially for those seeking stability and guaranteed income.
Absolutely. But as with any financial product, it's vital to weigh the pros and cons, consider your individual circumstances, risk tolerance, and overall financial goals.
Couldn't agree more. A financial advisor can help determine if it aligns with your long-term retirement vision.
That's excellent advice. Remember, folks, retirement planning is personal. What works for one person might not work for another.
Exactly. It's all about finding what gives you confidence and helps you achieve your retirement dreams.
Well said. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We hope you found this information valuable. Until next time.
Happy planning.